Hey guys, in this episode I want to get personal with you and just share how I push through depression. Yes, it's right. Sometimes I have depressed days too, and you're not alone. Let's go.
I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business and a loyal fan base.
So hey guys, it's a nice morning here, just going for a walk. It's actually almost like fall, if you can believe it or not. I'm recording this first week of August, and it seriously feels like fall. I'm wearing a jacket, and I got out of the car, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a little chilly out, but it's actually nice. It's like almost to the point where it's almost biting your skin, but not. It's not that bad, but like I'm kind of wishing I didn't wear the jeans with all the holes in them that I paid for extra for. But all jokes aside, and I am having a good morning. I woke up early. I took my dog out. I did a bunch of push-ups, did some leg lifts and stuff, and I went to bed pretty early last night, and I wanted to have a good day today, because yesterday, overall I had an okay day, but honestly, I was a little bummed out at certain points. I was just a little discouraged. I don't fully know why, but I just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling it, and there's I'll tell you why I think that is, and it's because I'm not, I'm on the hunt. I'm hungry. There's another level of success that I want, but sometimes I too not sure exactly what I want sometimes, because I'm not I don't have this fire under me to necessarily produce, because I'm not broke anymore and I've got a certain level of success. Okay. And so I have a lot of options to me. There's a lot of things I can do now. And this is actually one of the most dangerous things about success, when all of a sudden you have options. And that's why it's got to become, crystal clear with what you want. I achieved some pretty big goals this year. A life goal of helping out my mom and getting her into a condo that's just up the street from me, so she's in a nicer place, because she was in a pretty rough spot, and losing my dad to suicide at 5 years old, and her being a widow and looking after my sister. I've just always wanted to help out my mom, and I finally was able to do that. So it was a big life goal, and I'm working on a book that's almost done right now, so I'm achieving. So I'm and this is almost the problem with high achievers sometimes, is because we want to do great things, and good things happened yesterday. I did do some stuff, but I'm just being honest with you, sometimes I wasn't feeling it, and sometimes you're not going to feel it even when you're doing stuff. But what I suggest is obviously get good sleep, get good exercise, because that alone will, give you a dopamine hit, and there's certain chemicals released and a confidence, just knowing that you worked out, because we all know that that's healthy, gets our blood moving. There's just so many good things regarding that. You can also just eat healthy as well too. But just doing those few simple things will at least put you on a good start. The other thing I'll tell you too, is I'm walking right now. My foot, I hurt my foot a week or two ago. Again, I woke up I think at 5:30, did a bunch of work. Then I went to the skate park at 7 something. I was skateboarding, and I busted up my toe. I don't know what I did to it. I think I sprained it, but it was hurting yesterday because I hurt it again at the pool, and it's feeling better right now. So I'm I'm feeling good about that. But the point is that I want to make here is that while you're going through certain things and things are happening and you're not feeling it, and I wasn't feeling it so much yesterday, I still did work. I just did it. What are some things I can do that I can just move something forward? And I'll give you a tangible thing is we're trying to write the author section from my book, and I wrote a little bit of it, and I got some of it done. and I sent it to my wife, and we got the dedication done. Like, it was just some small things, and then I sent it to my editor to kind of go over it and help, just maybe rewrite a few parts of it and fix it up. And so she's going to have that back to me by Thursday. And so the whole point of this is, like, at least I'm moving something along. I'm moving something forward. And I fixed some Facebook ads for my music and some other things. And so it's just like, what's something that you can move forward? It doesn't necessarily have to be a big giant thing, but what's at least one small thing that you can move forward in your career? And even if you're tired, exhausted, if you need a nap, take the freaking nap, go for a walk, and then come back and hit it. But and don't be afraid to call other team members in. Like, I could have gotten really bummed out and trying to get this about the author thing, and I thought, like, I've got someone who's a way better writer in that, and she's gonna have to edit it anyways. Why don't I just do my best and then just tap into my team? And this is one of the biggest things that can really help you out. And honestly, you can even just get more done is by relying on a team and bringing more people in to help you out, so that you're not alone. And I'll be straight up. One of the reasons I feel like sometimes it's been rough for me on and off some days is because this entrepreneur game, it is very lonely. I don't have a lot of interaction with people, and I'm not working on like an album right now, so I'm not writing a lot with other people, so I'm not having that camaraderie. And I'll just be honest, sometimes the online marketing game is sometimes lonely, and so that's why it is important to get around other people and connect with people. And having that connection. We had a family come over and hang out with us the other weekend, and it was awesome. But I'm just sharing this and just trying to be vulnerable with you to know that, you are going to feel alone days. There's just going to be some days where you don't feel it, and that's okay. And I encourage you to just push through that. Feel it, but don't let it get you down, and know it's just a feeling. Don't let it take you down like a real dark path where you're eating like crazy or turning to alcohol. Think about what you can be thankful for. And think about like, okay, I'm not really feeling it right now, but what's one thing by the end of this week that I would be stoked about if I got done or moved that forward? Just think about the end of the week. What's like one thing I can do today? Like just get that one thing. Don't think about all the things that you want to get done. Think about just one thing that means the most and do that. Stop using delay tactics by cleaning the house or emptying the dishwasher, and just do that one thing that can move you forward. Because I think I know for a fact that's what causes overwhelm and discouragement, and sometimes depression is like there's too many things that you do want to do. Well, guess what? I love about that movie Jobs. Steve Jobs says to his team when they're working on the Macintosh, he's like, look, we've decided to work on this one thing. We're going to work on this Macintosh. We've decided to do it. And so let's make it as great as possible. And so what's the one thing that you've decided to do to make great? And put 100% into that and go after it, my friend. Okay? I'll just share one thing with me this year is finishing this book. This new book, it's taking a lot of effort, and I know it's going to have a lot of impact. It's really important to me, and I want to get it done on a certain level, and so I'm putting my all into it. What's the one thing that you'll, by the end of this year, 2020, that you will be most proud of if you get it done? And go work on that. And hey, don't be discouraged. You're not alone. God's got a plan, a purpose for your life, whether you believe in God or not. He loves you. Jesus has changed my life and taught me how to love, taught me how to forgive other people and forgive myself. All right, let yourself off the hook. All right, maybe you've made some mistakes. You've got some regrets. Well, you know what? You can change today and you can move forward. Your future is not in the rearview mirror. It's one thing I love about the Bible. There's a verse that says, I forget those things which are behind, and I press on towards the things that are in front of me, to my goals, to my high calling, okay? And so whether you're a believer or not, I think that's some good advice, that you need to let go of the past, let go of those pains, hurts, and move forward, my friend. Hey, this is Chris, also known as Manifest, reminding you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. So if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month, I jump on the phone 2 times with my students and I coach them and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career and now I want to coach other artists. Check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.